be lying if I said I was fine.
Yeah. I got her in neutral, key in the ignition.
Okay.
Like I might have had a transmission line go on there.
Kind of what it looks like. It's quite red. The only thing red I know of on those vehicles is transmission fluid. I have to apologize, I'm not from this area at all. I'm actually from Middletown. And they're just quite busy up here. And
Kind of surprising.
well, most of them you're going to find are closed on weekends.
I work at about a mile down the road here.
Okay. Yeah, all my service area covers is Butler County and Warren County. Whenever they need me around up here, usually my boss calls me up and says, "Hey, we're short-handed. Need you up here." All right. Hey, work is work.
Yeah.
Wherever I can make my money at, I'll do it.
Hit this main drag over here, it kind of lies off at the speedway. If you come up here to the right is speedway, and then there's a GMC dealer right right there where we're gonna drop it off at.
Okay.
Have to take some with Texas good in the morning.
Yeah, if it sounds like a line to me, that's an easy fix.
I imagine that's all it is. You can come out right here. Of course, I made it.
Well, yeah.
We'll fix it pretty in this truck.
Yeah, these old P2s are not bad at all. Or is this a P1?
I think this is a P1. Well, it's a 2011. Last year they made them, I'm pretty sure.
One of the old supervisors I used to work with, the fleet of AAA. He was retired Cincinnati police officer, and he overseen everything down there in Dayton for the longest time until they got him promoted up to something else. He's got a full collection of all these.
A lot of people do.
A lot of them do, yeah.
People race them, they derby them.
Well, he uses them as funeral escort vehicles.
Oh, okay, that works.
Yeah. Oh. I'll just follow my GPS and I'll meet you over there.
I'll meet you there.
All right, sounds good. It's got everything in it that undercover used to have, I guess. My guess is it was used as an undercover. There you
Thank you
go.
very much. Appreciate you.
Not a problem. Well, hopefully something small and
I know. I'm gonna get on the lift tomorrow. We'll see what's going on with it.
yeah. If it's a line, I'm sure you can find like a pre-bent somewhere.
I'll find something. There's
Yeah.
about 1 million of those things out there.
There are, yeah. I mean, it's in great shape too for,
I only paid $1,000 for it.
that ain't bad.
First time it's let me down in 4 or 5 months, so
Nah,
yeah, I can't complain.
I'm guessing it was used as an undercover unit.
It was up at Lakeview, up towards Cleveland, as just a regular cop car for a long time.
Okay,
And then it went to auction. I think I'm like the 3rd owner or something. So
I got you.
yeah, it's not a bad car. It's fun.
So usually I mean, I know that they sometimes they'll take off the top light bar or whatnot, but most everything is hidden. I mean, you got the one up behind the, right up in the windshield, and then the two up
It's
behind.
got the dash cam, all the sirens. Are
Yeah,
still on
I'm
there.
like,
It's got
wow.
all those strobe lights. The cages in the back. He took off the push bar that was on the front of it, but yeah, it's just about got everything on it still.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised it still had the camera in there.
Yeah.
Like, wow, all
It
right.
works too.
And it works.
Yep.
Hey, at least you got a free dash cam.
I know. Shit.
That's pretty sweet.
All right, man. Need anything signed or whatever?
No, yeah, the customer survey, it will get sent out within like 24 hours, and then that will come right back to me once you get it filled out and everything. We just want you to be completely satisfied with everything. So
Sounds good, man.
wouldn't mind filling that out for me. Is 100% all the way down. I'd much appreciate it, because that's what helps us as drivers, keeps our survey scores up and calls coming in. So keeps
All
giving
right.
you the best service that you ever get.
We'll get you taken care of. Thanks, man.
You're welcome. Take care of yourself. Oh yeah, I forgot to put the e-brake on. Jeez, I'm not having a good week at all. It's one thing after another this week. Didn't work yesterday. Had a family emergency there. Yeah, that was not an easy thing to go through. My wife's side of the family is really torn apart right now. It's that bad. Involves a 12-year-old kid and the effects of after being bullied at school for so long. Needless to say, he's not with us right now. They found him at 5 o'clock this morning, or yesterday morning. I will never understand that, why kids have to be so flippin' mean. He's 12 years old. It hit home pretty bad. It was one of those things you just never expect to happen. All because kids want to call other kids names, being mean. And that kid thinks that they're just not worth the time or whatever they're thinking at that point. I have no idea. I wish. And there was no signs either. No warning.
Damn. Not even at the school?
No, but we suspect that it either
Way around.
happened with people kids at that school that knows his social media status and stuff like that, or whatever. It's just a hot mess. I mean, even today, even though I know I got to work and everything, it's still hard.
Head east on Route
I try not to think about it, but truth be told, it's taking a toll on me today. And usually I'm more upbeat, more, you know, happy about everything. Today it's just like I'm not myself. And if I said I was okay, I'd be flat out lying. And I've been alongside with this family, married into it for over 11 years, held him as a little kid too, when he was still in diapers. Nothing hurts worse than having to go through that. Anyway, well, enough about me. I'm here for you, isn't it?
But all right.
So, okay. So I've got the address here.
All right.
Only about 23 minutes away. Don't matter to me. Mileage is nothing. It's taking care of you. That's what matters most. But I'll get her dropped off. And you need anything else from me?
Nope. The key will be inside.
Do they have a drop box or something? Or no, that's a personal house. I can always leave it underneath somewhere. I know it's not going to go anywhere, but
You could just leave it in the ignition. That's
okay.
fine, yeah.
I mean, to be painfully honest, that's not a starter issue at all.
Yeah.
That thing's just cranking and cranking and cranking. I'm leaning more on timing chain, because these are well known for timing issues.
Okay.
And it's kind of what it sounds like, but don't go based on what I'm telling you. I just know it based on what I hear.
Okay.
You know, and I was like, okay, cranks. What the heck?
Okay.
So it might be more serious than just that, or what you're obviously was thinking in the first place.
Okay.
But I'm sure you'll get it looked at. They'll figure it out.
Well, I'll head over there too, so.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. What a tight fit. Whew. I've been through worse. Lot worse.
You surprised me. I did not think you would go.
Yeah, that's all right. There's always more than one way to do it, and you just take your time. Really, I mean, there's no sense in trying to rush, 'cause then that's how stuff happens. I thought I was going to clear that garbage can, really, because in the mirror it looked like I had room, but I was like, okay, I got to pay attention to this side, that side. Like, am I going to have enough room? And like she said, there was the garbage can was like right there. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I am gonna hit that. See if I can leave her enough room. I may have to scale this forward, see where it lands, and then there's always a method of sliding it back. About as much room as I think she wanted right in front of the garbage can. go. That should be good enough. That way she can still get in that garage if need be. Oh. All right. Now, you want me to just leave this in here then, or? Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. There we go. Tree hit me in the head. Alrighty, well, that should be it.
What?
I know, I make everything look easy.
You did. You hit it real easy.
Got 8 years underneath my belt. I actually did used to work for the fleet out here in Dayton
Okay.
for about 4 years, and then decided I want to become a subcontractor. I like to travel. I like to go out and do different things. So.
Okay.
I really enjoy doing this. You know, it doesn't bring a whole lot of money in, but hey, you know, it's worth it.
It's very helpful to people like you.
Exactly. Was there anything else I could do for you?
That'll be all.
Alrighty. Well, you will get a survey, or your husband will, whoever's underneath the membership.
Okay.
It will get either emailed or texted to you, and then when you fill it out, I'll receive the other end of it on my tablet within like a few days or so. And if you could just throw it as completely satisfied, that helps us out immensely, because that's what helps keeps us getting the calls and keeps us going. It's all about the survey scores for drivers, because drivers are practically the only ones through AAA that get any kind of survey based on their end, because they're the ones starting and finishing the call from beginning to end.
Okay.
So they're the ones that are more hands-on than the person over the phone taking the call. They just get it out to that driver, and then the driver takes care of it from there.
I
So
will let him know that was excellent service.
I appreciate it. Hey, I try to do 100%, but hey, I'm only human. So I'm not made perfect, but I do everything I can as humanly possible. It's not always easy, but you know, I'll accept a challenge anywhere. All right, well, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will do my best to what I've got going on. So.
Head east on Providence Pike toward Harker's Alley.
2 miles. Okay. So they're not far. I know I did a video on one of these before where I got it into neutral. And you have to go from the passenger side down in between the center console. So these aren't too bad to tow, really. pretty darn easy if you know what you're doing. That's the biggest thing is you gotta know what you're doing. Oh, lucky for me, I don't think there's much traffic today. Uh-oh. Ah, I see it. Thought I lost my hook. Can't find the other one. Oh. It's all locked. Okay. Oh, you're right in front. Okay. You're welcome. A little chilly. Yeah, it should be good. All right. Yeesh, poor cur. Ah, doing all right. She just died on you, huh?
Yeah. Started overheating.
Oh, it overheated on you?
Yeah.
Oh, bummer. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, we know.
You gotta press the brake.
Okay.
Give it a second. As soon as it finishes.
Oh, okay. There it goes. Okay. Because worst case scenario, there actually is a neutral override on these.
Is it?
So if you go to the other side on the passenger side and you take off this panel right here, you can get right up underneath the shifter with like your finger, or if you've got like a pen or a small screwdriver,
Yeah.
you look for this little white, it's like a lever almost. And you just push it back, you can pull this right out of gear.
Oh.
You don't even need power for this, technically speaking.
Yeah.
So, something I learned a long time ago, and then I actually did a video on it and posted it up on TikTok for all the new guys. Like, here's how you put this one in neutral. Sometimes you get into those.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I shoot a lot of videos on all different types of cars, so you never know, you might learn something. Yeah, just hold it, yeah, as far as she'll go, and then it always helps to have two hands. There you go. Now you can start swinging it the other way, or straighten it up as best you can. I'll try to go slow here. There we go. Okay, now turn it to the right. She'll straighten up once she gets on the bed. straighten her out. Perfect. All right, let me get one strap on there real quick, and then I'll roll up that window and pop her back into gear. Okay, you do have to press the brake. Okay, power off. Okay. And I'll just hold on to this key till we get it off of here. Toss it in my pocket, that way I don't lose that.
The drop-off location, you probably gonna have to back in.
Yeah, when I looked up the address, because AAA had called me about it, it's like, well, the drop-off address looks weird. It looks like an abandoned house. And she was telling me it's not. I was like, well, that's Google for you. They probably took a picture of this like a while back, and it hasn't been updated since then. So it probably looks abandoned to them, but they have no idea that somebody bought it, probably renovating it. That that whole story there. So they were kind of concerned, like, why are we taking it to an abandoned house? I'm like, I don't know, but I'll confirm the address when I talk to them.
I mean, granted, the house is it's like 130-year-old house.
You know,
They've done a few updates on it, but it's like basic siding, so.
right, yeah. I mean, older homes like these,
Yeah.
they have good structure to them as long as you take care of them. You know, but it's also kind of a fun experience too, because then you put your own work, time, and money into it, and you make it into your own. You make it into like a memory that you can at least hold on to for the longest time. You know, until you either sell it or pass it on to kids.
Kind of like, the area is perfect. It's quiet. We gotta worry about the craziness of the city.
Right, yeah. Being out here, you're in dead quiet. This is my preferred living out here like this. I'm with you there.
Yeah.
So I've already got the address and everything, so I'll meet you over there.
All right.
All right. It happens sometimes, but it's rare, you know. Of course, I probably would have wound up at somebody's house and they're like, that ain't mine. That's happened before. Yeah, and then on a more serious note, I actually had a AAA call several years ago. It was picking up at a gas station down in Huber Heights. So, and of course they put in the license plate number. They said it was unattended, all this other stuff. Well, I get there, the vehicle's locked. I can't find the keys anywhere once I got the vehicle unlocked. I pick up the vehicle, I'm heading halfway down the road with this car loaded up. And it was AAA's dispatch. Hey, the customer said you never picked up their vehicle. What are you talking about? I'm loaded with it right now. It's like, let me pull over. I'll send you a picture of it on the back of my bed.
Right.
It's like, I'm halfway down I-70 right now. She's like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, the license plate, everything matches, the vehicle's description, color, make, model, everything was there. Well, the customer said they're still there at a gas pump. I'm like, well, this is going to be my last call. It's like, I don't know how much I'm going to be really able to do at this point. She's like, yeah, I can't even send you the call because your lockout time's getting close. I'm like, So I go back to the gas station and I start having to think of like, maybe I did take somebody else's vehicle, which wound up to be very true. It was one of the people that works there at the gas station. And I was like, well, I was trying to explain this to her. It's like, well, they put in, here's all the information. I had to read everything that I had sitting on that tablet. And she's like, that is so weird. That's my license plate. I'm like, I don't know what went wrong. Then I called up the territory manager while she was standing there. I said, hey, this is what's going on. She's like, well, it looks like from the call notes, another driver was out there and didn't see anybody with it. So they marked it down as a no-go, or it was a gone on arrival, a GOA. It's like the vehicle was there, but nobody was there with it. And here's the license plate number because he thought it was that vehicle too. So
Gotcha.
AAA went on that other driver's word.
Oh, that makes sense.
So
the first driver
technically,
got the vehicle wrong.
he got the vehicle wrong, and everything just spiraled out of control from there. And I felt so bad for this lady. I was like, I am so sorry. It's like, we are not a repossession company at all. And I said, yeah, we'll try to make this right. And it's like, is there anything I can do to make it right? She's like, well, come to think of it, I was gonna go to Walmart anyway and get an oil change. I'm like, okay, well, I'll just tell you over there. That way you don't have to drive it. So from my guilty trip, I mean, I was apologizing every 5 seconds. I was like, ma'am, I am so sorry. I couldn't explain it. I really couldn't. I was like, I don't know how in the world this could have gotten messed up that bad. I felt so horrible. Like, wow, I actually just accidentally repoed somebody's car, and we're not even a repo company. We're just subcontractors at AAA. I'm like, holy smokes. And it wasn't this company either. I was working for somebody else at the time. But I can't tell you the feeling that went straight to my stomach dropped all the way down. It's like, oh man, I really messed up that time. But I felt so horrible. I will never outlive that one. That's going to be stuck in the back of my brain from now on. So, you know, now I got in the habit of just verifying anything and everything. Because, I mean, things do happen, things do go wrong, but you just kind of hope and pray that it never really does. And ever since then, I haven't been back at that gas station. Probably a good thing. Of course, most of the territory that I actually run is all the way down south, Warren County and Butler County. I live in Middletown. So he has so many calls up here right now that they're kind of overran. So I'm just up here for the moment just to help him out, get some calls taken care of. That way it kind of alleviates the rest of the workload on the rest of his guys. But yeah, we get some crazy stories. You don't think of it much when it comes to AAA, but it happens. I don't always trust them, but it happens. Well, my friend, need anything else from me?
No, sir, not at the moment.
All right. The only thing I need from you, just fill out that customer survey. They'll either text it or email to you, and then I'll receive the end of it on my tablet within a few days afterwards. If you could just mark it completely satisfied, that will help me out a lot.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Oh. How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Not bad. I heard it overheated on you.
Yeah, it looks like we tried putting fluid in. It just drained right
And
out immediately. So
Coming right out to the ground.
Yep, right up. We could pop the hose or something underneath.
Ah, bummer. And they're usually made out of plastic, is from what I keep
Hopefully it won't be
hearing.
too much to fix. This is 21 years old. I don't know if it's even. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think we all kind of know how that goes.
Yeah.
All right, just grab my lovely photos.
Oh, police officer over there? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
Oh, I don't know. I can't hear them. All I can hear is Montgomery County, but I don't have them programmed into my scanner, unfortunately.
Well, that's all right. We've had a lot of theft out here lately, so.
The last time I was down here, I did have to call them out one time because I did a cash transaction and these kids were doing circles around me in the parking lot over here at the Fairfield Commons. And then they randomly looked like they were fighting somebody and jumped into a car and just took off like a bat out of hell.
Kind of crazy around here lately.
Yeah, so at that point I was like, okay, I know that darn well they watched me hand cash and everything. I was like, all right, I'm calling the police out. Oh, they did. Yeah, they started looking around and like, okay, what the heck is going on? And I said, well, like I just did a cash transaction with my customer here, and I told him, like, I don't feel comfortable with all these kids running around. I'm by myself. And I think at the time I was working under AAA as a fleet driver. Well, unfortunately, on AAA's fleet, they're not allowed to carry any kind of pepper spray, knives, batons, guns, nothing. On here, I got a 21-inch baton in there, gun on my hip, and then I wear this.
So you're like a contractor to AAA then?
Yeah, we subcontract with them, and we just go wherever AAA can't go.
Gotcha.
You know, like on the far distances, or just help them with
When they're
calls.
over the letter,
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You can help push it, or?
I'm gonna try to at least get it over there and then try to drive it up on the bed if I can.
Okay.
It might have been, it's probably been here for a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It should be cool enough
Okay,
just to
gotcha.
run it from
Okay.
there to the bed, and that's it. Steering wheel is kind of tight. I mean, but that could mean anything. I was thinking, it's like, well, what if the serpentine belt had came off? But I don't know.
Show the garage or tell us.
Yeah, they'll be able to.
We think it's pretty good, so.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Heard.
You've heard.
Well, we've taken it a couple times, so.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes
Market brake keeps it in place, huh?
Yeah, anytime I drive them up the bed, I always apply the e-brake, just a little bit of precaution, and it's a little bit more stress on the transmission too. There's been often cases though, I'll leave them in neutral, especially if they're like really difficult to get into neutral, and I'll just apply the e-brake and tighten everything down, and then just roll with it. There we go. Does this place have a place to drop your key at?
It does. There's a box in the front, yeah.
Perfect.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. Many years ago, I used to apprentice with a gentleman that worked on nothing but European vehicles, like BMWs, Mercedes, and all that. Out over by Westchester. That's down by Cincinnati. Of course, he's no longer alive now. He passed away from something. I can't remember what it was. I think it was heart failure, actually. But I remember working alongside him with a couple of these BMWs. They're quite finicky little vehicles. They're great to drive. They're great to drive. Just
Yeah, they're fun to drive. Just say when they do break, they're not.
they're not exactly cheap because of how well engineered they are, or I should say over-engineered.
They're really good work for it.
When you have
My Toyota.
oh, absolutely. When these things have coolant.
Design, huh?
when these things have coolant problems,
Yeah.
the only way to bleed them off is to raise the front nose. That way all your air bubbles go to the front
Okay.
and escape. On vehicles much like what you're driving there, you probably don't even have to do that. Or at least on the older vehicles, I remember you didn't really have to do that. You can keep it on level ground. You just had to have the water pump going and then go from there. But on these, yeah, the only way for the air to escape is to lift the front nose higher than the back, and then all that air just kind of comes up.
Gotcha.
So here's a way.
Anything for me then?
Other than the customer survey, just fill that out for me.
Okay.
It'll either get texted to you or emailed, whatever they have for you on
Gotcha.
file. And then I'll receive the end of that within a couple days after
Awesome.
you fill it out. But if you would just
I think you just got to leave it in front of the place, and the keys drops right by the front door.
Yeah,
it looks like an office park. It doesn't look like
okay. I got envelopes too,
right,
so I'll fill out the. I've got. I think I got the. Let me double check here real quick.
They've had it before. They know who she is.
Yeah, Teresa.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, I've got her name. I'm
all
gonna
you
put the
need.
phone number on there,
Okay.
and then just year, make, model of the vehicle, and I'll just put it down at the bottom, overheated,
Okay.
and then they'll go from there.
Awesome.
So, other than that, anything else you need from me then?
No, I'm good. Thank you. You have a great night.
You too. For a slide. Oh, macaroni. Oh, that bed is slick now with coolant. Very, very slick. Oh, goodness me. This has not been my week, guys. Got a lot going on. I'll fill this out, get this dropped off. And then we'll go from there. Okay, well, that's that for that. Get the key in there and hopefully get them fixed up. How you doing?
They sent me to the call, pulled it off me, and sent it right back to you guys. I was like, what the hell?
Oh, it's been on me for a minute since I've been up in Dayton, but AAA won't cover that mattress I'm being on there. They looked it up on a traffic cam. They're gonna have to remove it or call outside tow service.
Where's Joel at?
Huh?
You're in, right?
Yeah.
Where's Joel?
Joel runs up north. I'm his only southern guy.
No shit.
Yeah, I live in Middletown. But
That's where I was at when
yeah.
they called me about 45 minutes ago and said, you want the call? And we said, yeah, we took it. I was unloading a car in Middletown, and then it just disappeared. I was like, what the hell?
Huh. Yeah, it's Chad or somebody moved it. But AAA's got a problem with your mattress being on there. It can't haul it with that being on there. You'll have to either A, leave it behind or call for outside services.
and I try to shove it in the car. 'Cause it's a memory foam, so I think I can get it in there. Especially if I fold the back seats down. Also, there's 3 of us. Is that going to be a problem?
Well, I mean, if he grabbed you, yeah, because I bet you he's only got 1 seat in that thing.
I got I can fit everybody.
Oh, can
I
you?
can fit everybody.
That's an extended cab. I can haul 4.
We got one. I drive this Ram during the day that the guy's off, so I usually drive an International.
Ah.
You want to give me a minute and see if I can shove it in there, and if not, we'll...
Yeah. Yeah, see what you can do.
AAA card or anything?
No.
Okay.
I don't worry about any of that being on the side of the highway.
Hell no. That's the last thing I'm worried about. I told
Why the hell would I
I
be
told
worried?
them, I said, I'll stay until he gets you loaded, just to...
Yeah.
I was having an extra set of eyes on it.
Quite honestly, I don't see how the fuck we're gonna get that in there.
I'll tell you. Fuck it.
Right?
It's been slow as shit today, man.
Dude, Joel's been sending me up north because he got bombarded up there, so I've been
I
working.
used to run with JJ's up there with fucking Dickie and all that, but
Yeah.
they bought that fucking $1 million truck and he started cutting the pay down, and I'm like, I gotta go.
Yeah. That's always a problem when they buy new trucks, is then they have to start cutting down on everything.
I've been with this guy for 2 weeks. I worked 3 days last week and made $700. I'm like, that's a fucking no-brainer.
That is a no-brainer. Yeah, I've been noticing Warren County and Butler have been really stupid slow here lately. Like
We're
on
actually
weekends, like last weekend I had 1. I'm like, what the heck? It's like every Saturday, it's never this dead. Never. I don't know what is going on.
It's fucking insane, man.
I'm thinking that whole government shutdown had something to do with it. Nobody's getting paid, and the guys that are on government,
They're like, fuck you, I'm out.
yeah. I can't believe it got this cold. I lost my freaking beanie somewhere.
Yeah, I know
was
you're
like,
freezing,
shit.
man. Yeah, no, they sent it to me, and I was like, I'll beat him there. Like,
Yeah, no kidding.
promise.
I'm sitting all the way down Moraine.
I literally was 1 exit up. I'm like,
Quite honestly, you were here before me. I mean, I was, to be honest with you, I would have sent it right to you.
well, I
But-
called dispatch, dude, and I raised hell with them. I said, how the hell are you going to give
Oh, they
me a
did that
call?
with me on 1, and the guy said, no, I do not want Elite Towing doing it because they stole a tool from me last time.
Elite's ass. That's where I started at.
Yeah, I got a good friend of mine that works for Elite right now.
Who
Said,
is it?
watch your ass. He's like, well, I'm doing battery.
it?
I'm like, oh, Corey Hollinsworth?
I know Big John, their mechanic.
Yeah.
I used to run with him and Willie.
Yeah, the old Winkler boys.
What's your name?
Brian.
Been with him a while or not?
About a year now.
Guy that, you know Kenny then.
Yeah, Kenny's got his own gig now.
Kenny badmouths everybody out here, bro.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
What year is that damn thing, man? That bitch
23.
fine, son.
That's a 23.
I said, holy shit.
That thing does not see salt on it for more than a day.
Oh, you guys got an auto loader? Okay.
Oh, hell yeah. I've used it once.
Listen, that's the only thing that I miss about fucking JJ's is black truck. It's an auto loader.
Yeah. Yeah, I had one lady, she had her car somewhere further up north on the south side. And she had left the car, locked it, took the keys with her. And of course, it's all the way in between construction barrels. So I was trying to pull it up, but every time it grabbed a hold of that side, and it dragged it over more and more. It's like,
Remember about 4 months ago that Hummer EV that broke down on 75 in that barrel lane? The single lane on 75 going north, you got the 2, and then the single lane with the 2 walls.
oh,
Yeah, I got that car.
oh God.
Out of battery, dead. 15,000 pounds, just chilling.
Just chilling out, yeah.
I put my skates on it. Dude, it was rolling over the skates.
Jeez.
I said, good God. And dude, I beat them skates under with a hammer. Like,
I've done
it
the
was
same with
literally,
some of
I'm
them.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I've done it with some of these EV vehicles, and for whatever reason, they
They're
just hop the damn
stupid
thing.
heavy, man. I'm like, what the fuck?
They are. I mean, I
And
can't
it was
believe
one that it wasn't just the front wheel steering, it was all wheels. So the back wheels turned as well.
Oh,
Dude, I bought that bitch for an hour. I
wow.
told Junior, I said, don't you ever give me another Hummer like that. I said, I will decline.
Put that on a wheel lifted dollies. Let them.
I honestly don't think the wheel lift could have lifted it. It was that damn heavy.
If you get a good one, sometimes they
My
can
medium
handle
duty
it.
at JJ's would have done it,
Yeah,
but you get, dude, my winch on the internationals, and I'm like,
Struggling.
Oh, that's how you know you're heavy.
love it how some people just don't get over it all.
I usually lay a big hook right here, man, in the white line, and then they start, like, the chain port of it,
Yeah.
not the hook and stuff, but they're like, let me just get over it.
Yeah, right.
I've been out here a while.
I had an old friend of mine. He trained me pretty well. I used to work with the fleet at Dayton there for a while, and they just started getting too political, and I left. But his
How long
old
you been
time,
going?
8 years.
Same.
Yeah. And he said, yeah, you want to get people to move over, just take an old empty gas can that never had gas in it, throw a flare in it.
Oh, shit.
Just kind of hanging out the nozzle. They'll move.
That's smart, though. That is smart as fuck, man.
Yeah, you talk about bright. I had to add some to the deck because I just didn't have anything down there.
That one, man, it's all stock, but that international I drive, it'll light up the sky, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
I just got the lowers on just to like, oh, hey, I'm here, like, you know.
Right.
How long do you guys give them?
Whenever. I collect that extra service time.
$1 a minute.
Absolutely. I wouldn't have it any other way. I know how to collect.
Oh yeah, dude. I've been around since D1, so.
Yeah.
The only thing I like about this truck, man, bro, is the Apple CarPlay thing, bro. Like,
Okay. So factory's got it in
yeah,
there.
I'm like, fuck.
I got the CapuRide in mine, so I have an app, you know, for everything. And I got like 3 maps running, including.
So you got a touchscreen or whatever too?
It kinda, yeah. I mean, the factory radio never came with one. It was just one of those. Looked like an Alpine.
Yeah, basic 2 knobs, whatever. Well, a knob and the all
Yeah,
buttons.
knob, and it's got the Bluetooth or whatnot.
Yeah,
It was like,
Navistar.
yeah. I was like, nah, I'm done with that. I told him, I was like, hey, I'm gonna use some of the funds and everything, get me one of those Apple CarPlays. You what?
I said, that's the radio function and stuff. That Dodge, man.
Kind of rattles.
It's something that hard, man.
Wow. You know, I really like those light bars, but those ain't bad.
Got a fucking dirty bed.
Yeah, a little purple power and scrub brush.
It's not a bad truck, though, man.
No,
It's a 22 that's got 174 on it.
that ain't bad.
He's about to go buy another one.
You almost need like a little mini 24-inch light bar right there.
Yeah,
just
that's
kind
what
of.
I'm saying. That's not bad. I would have put 2 more right there on top and then 1 in the center, man. I'd be straight.
Yeah. Yeah, just go to Nightlight. They'd sell them dirt cheap in their lifetime warranty, that's for sure. Because if they ever go out, you just contact them and, oh, okay, we'll send out a new one.
And see what I like about this truck versus the Internationals? Look at my bed.
Aluminum.
No.
Oh, you can't even remove the rail.
No, look, it's a dovetail.
Oh. Okay.
So I get low.
You had all that lane space, dumbass. You're fucking flying.
I was out on 71 the other day, man, by Kings Island. Car didn't scoot over. Parked right here. This is their tire. Here I am right here. I heard the rumble strip and it was a fucking lifted truck. Thank God. I swoop right under it.
Ooh, man.
Semi.
Wonderful.
Hey, my fat ass has had to roll up on the bed a few times out here.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the ones that slow down, you know, like, they can't get over, they'll scoot as much as they, I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that, too, yeah.
I just got on fuck with these assholes.
See, that's why I video almost everything. That's why I got this GoPro strapped to my fucking chest. They can, I mean, let's see what happens if...
See what I got up there. It's in and out.
Huh.
And it's GoPro. You'd never see it if you wasn't looking.
That's true. Yeah, eventually Joel's going to put one in mine, but he's going to have them underneath the mirrors, out the back, and in the front.
And that guy, he tried. I mean, he tried.
Yeah, you can tell when they're trying, but they got to have enough room, too. Why?
That's just an idiot. Well, he might just be going slow because of furniture.
Yeah. I was out on 275 yesterday, and there was a chair right in the middle of the highway. I was like, should I stop? Nah, it's all right. Sometimes I just ask why. Shit with this hood up. lock this door.
Her phone is tracking this location. She's not going to go just yet.
Cold as shit.
What if I turn the dome light off?
You won't be able to climb up on the deck.
Okay.
That is all coolant.
Oh, is it?
And I'm not climbing up there either right now.
That's not that far. It should be fine.
Yeah. I don't know how in the world to...
Don't worry about it. Ain't that big a deal. It's far side, middle position.
There we go.
I appreciate that.
Yep. All right, you guys can hop in, just watch instead. There's crap everywhere and wires all over the place. That is a lot of crab apples.
Yeah. I just bought the place, and this is the first time I've had to deal with them. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with them yet. Get a plow or something.
To be honest with you, if you look up online, there's something that you can do, and you can cook those things or something. There is a natural herb inside those things. I've seen a lady collect the crap out of those, along with like buckeyes and like. I mean, nature's full of all kinds of weird medicine that comes from all kinds of plants around here. Seriously. I mean, I've got a big buckeye in my yard, and when I bought my house like 3 years ago, I had no idea it was a buckeye until I started mowing the lawn in the first season. I'm like, is that what the hell I think it is?
Yeah.
So I started picking them up. I've thrown a couple in this truck in my wife's car. I was like, I've got good luck rolling, and it's like pouring in my front yard. But I had somebody tell me, it's like, you know, you should save those. You can sell them for $10 a nut. People collect the shit out of them, apparently, and I had no idea. So I got a natural money tree sitting in my front yard.
I was gonna say, I guess one really does grow on trees in your house.
Yeah, I've got oak trees, that tree, and quite a number of different ones. Not much for a 0.43 acres, but at least I get a shit ton of accidents that happen because I live right on a corner.
Oh yeah, we were just talking about that. Yeah.
Yep. Cops, the Middletown Police Department usually sees my truck sitting there like, hey, can you help? Maybe, if the price is right. This ground's solid. Now the question is, will it come down because it acts like it's in gear? Okay. Oh. didn't jerk that time, but I don't know, that was weird. Oh.
I was gonna say, but
The only thing I'm going to do is gonna go home. I have to take out everything out of the washer.
thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Go to bed.
Yeah, don't worry, all that fluid is from a BMW.
That's not surprising.
Now,
one does
they make them out, all the coolant lines are plastic on those.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why in the hell would you need plastic in a high heat
man.
environment where engines get over 500 to 600 degrees?
Yeah, dude, you see the plastic oil pans they're putting on shit these days?
Uh-huh, like on the Ford F-150s?
Yeah, dude, it's ridiculous.
Oh, it is.
Like, even if they don't break,
Usually the worst one I've ever tried to tow is the Tesla. It's like a 5-step problem. If they ever die, the battery dies.
yeah.
There is an auxiliary battery. It's a regular 12-volt car battery like you would have in this. But it's located right here, and everything else on the car, the doors, the frunk, and if there is a back hatch, it's all completely electric.
So you can't get to it,
You can if you know where to look.
but you have
So on the front end of them, like right about in here, they have that big circle hole where you'd normally stick like your
to tow hook.
the tow hook. Yeah, you just wrench it in. Well, attached to that little flap is 2 wires. Hook a jump pack to that, it will force the trunk open. Well, then you got to put that back together, undo all that plastic that's covering up the battery. I mean, completely almost dismantle the whole frunk on the inside once you get that open. The battery's laying like I said, right in the middle, up against the firewall. So you stick your jump pack to it, it'll drive enough power to the big tablet-looking thing on the front dash.
Yeah.
Then you can put it in tow mode, but you also have to have that customer's key card or the little fob to do it. If not, you have to call Tesla. You got to give them the VIN number, and then they can remotely access that vehicle from
And I'm sure
their
that's
shop.
a smooth and quick process.
Yeah, remind me to never ever even like
Now, and
until second.
then even throwing straps on them, you can't throw them over top of the whole wheel all the way. You have to almost leave them loose, because there's also several wires going down to each one of the wheels for their motors. If you strap and cinch it
Tighten
down,
it down.
it will break one of the wires. Car's useless.
Really? Damn.
Let me think of another one. The new GM trucks or the GMCs. There's no neutral override for them. You have to drag those clear up the bed.
Really?
On skates, usually. Not saying like, you know, from the wheel. I mean, you can do it that way, but you take a pretty good risk, I want to say. But they're all push-button transmissions.
Yeah.
They don't have the little knob thing. Well, I mean, even the newer Hondas went that direction too. There's no neutral override like there used to be, like right above the shifter where you find the little access panel. Yeah, they're gone. Now you got to take the battery tray out, air box, all this other extra stuff. Oh, there it is, right on top of the transmission. Well, there's a little knob there.
Yeah.
Come to find out from a dealer, it's like, oh yeah, we are the only ones that are allowed to have that tool for that. Well, what the hell am I supposed to do?
Yeah. Why would you need it? It's the tow truck driver that needs that.
Exactly, yeah. But it's like, well, they might come out to the public eventually, but they're like $200. I'm like, yeah, we're not spending $200 on just this little square. He showed it to me. It's like a little square, so you turn it like a quarter of a turn, and then it locks into place.
Huh. Is it something you can just make at home with an angle grinder?
Well, I'm sure I could have somebody CNC machine something like that out of metal or whatnot, and be like, yeah, that only cost me $50.
Yeah, for $200, I'm sure you can just fucking make one for less.
But yeah, I mean, I've had so many of these places warn me of like, you know, well, you're not technically supposed to skate them up the bed either, because then that can ruin the transmissions. I'm like,
Yeah, what's
well,
the
we're not
point?
sticking that on a wheel lift. Trucks that size are too heavy for even a wheel lift. I mean, dollies are only allowed to hold a weight of just a small passenger car.
Pick it up with a forklift. Yeah.
I mean, that's always an option too, which, you know, I've actually had that done. I'd go out to a yard somewhere, and I'm like, I'm supposed to be picking up this car. Oh yeah, it's all wrecked. It won't run or drive. Here they come right around the corner with this big forklift. I'm like, oh shit. And,
How many times
boop,
they've
and they just drop it on the bed.
Makes it
Like,
easy, I
huh.
guess.
Well, hey, can you follow me to the drop? Because sometimes getting them off, you almost have to shake the whole bed.
Yeah, you fucking slide the hydraulics back and forth.
Yeah, it's what I usually carry on here is several cans of PB Blaster. I'll spray it up underneath the tires.
Yeah.
And I'll usually warn somebody, like, I need a lot of space and don't be behind this. And usually it's just one boom, shoo, car comes slide straight off. Kind of fun to watch, but not fun to be in the car when that shit happens, because sometimes they'll get stuck under. You got to climb up in the car and you try to do this, and then you're in the car and you're flying back and I had the BMW that was up here. I drove it up, but I didn't realize it was going to spew out all this coolant. I thought it was done because he said there wasn't much left in it. Well, I'm coming down the back or down the bed, then the back end decides to slide over one way, and I'm like, ooh, well, this is fun. But yeah, there's so much with this newer stuff. It's just making it harder and harder for guys like me to even try to get it up on the bed, or at least minimize damages, especially transmissions, because those are costly.
Yeah. Now,
No.
I'm lucky that I can work on mine and that I have spare parts for it, but like a new car, you got to take that to the
You
dealer.
might as well keep that damn thing until the freaking frame rots out.
Dude, that's the plan. This is my main project car. It's got a turbo in it, manual transmission. It started off with a naturally aspirated and an automatic.
Oh, so you converted it from automatic to manual.
Yeah.
Probably a smarter idea, quite honestly, because you gain more control out of a manual than you do an automatic.
Yeah. Plus, I just
every gear except for fourth.
Right.
Yeah, I was able to get to a better spot in fourth gear because I've still got fourth. All the other ones are gone. So I think my secondary shaft must have come loose or something.
It could have.
But yeah, I was able to get into a better spot to get picked up because.
You know, my dad would have probably been the one to ask if, he's still alive, but I don't know if he would really honestly remember that much. He was a master technician behind Volvo and Mazda, and he also had all the knowledge on the rotary motors, if you remember those.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I have his original toolbox that he bought, specially designed with the sticker rotary on the front.
Huh.
There's only one made like that, and the date stamp on it was manufactured in 1972.
That's really fucking cool.
And I have it in my garage, and it ain't going nowhere. It'll get past my kids before it gets sold.
Yeah.
And I hope to God they never sell it. But it's worth a lot of money. And of course, I got my Snap-on box too. I mean, I used to do this stuff too. I used to work on cars, but when COVID hit, everybody was mandated to stay inside. You can figure out what happened there.
Yeah.
Nobody came to the garage.
Yep.
So yeah, we lost quite a bit of business. I was working for Monroe Muffler Brake, if you even remember those stores. Most of the ones in Dayton now are they're rebranded with their sister's name of Tire Choice.
Yeah, I think I've heard of Tire Choice.
Yeah, Tire Choice is underneath the same Monroe Corporation. They've got like 6 or 7 different corporation names. Monroe was the main one. They're land-based out of Rochester, New York. And then they just kind of went nationwide after a number of years. Dayton struggled quite a bit with a lot of their stores ever since COVID hit. And a lot of them, there was one over by the Dayton Mall for the longest time. It's now closed. And the building is now up for sale. There's a few in Cincinnati, but not very many, but Dayton got hit the worst.
Yeah.
So there's more stores out there that are practically closed with for sale signs sitting in them now than I've ever seen in quite a while. I mean, I used to know most of the sister stations. I used to work right there at the Dayton Mall, Beaver Creek. I used to go down to Westchester and Cincinnati. I mean, I was a floating assistant manager practically. So wherever I had to float to next, I always had to call these guys like myself to haul my toolbox over to the next store.
Yeah.
So it seemed to be every month I was having a toolbox move, but I never paid for it. Moving one was $500. I didn't have $500 to spend. Well, Well, I don't suppose you need anything else from me?
I don't think so. You're all squared away.
Yeah, I'm good here. Just, yeah, well, they take care of the payment to me, and then, of course, our accountant does all that crap. The biggest thing I worry about is my customer surveys. That's all I worry about.
Your car was excellent.
I mean, I'm sorry that the guy got there before me, but I'm like, because when I passed you by, I'm like, oh, okay, I see where they're at. And as soon as I got off the Middletown exit, that's when dispatch called me and said, hey, we can see that car. It's got a mattress on it. I'm like, yeah, okay. I wasn't gonna, you know, usually I don't really care about that stuff. But man, they make a stink about it. You know, even the license plate stuff. Because the last time I towed one, I didn't realize it had an expired plate on it. They called me up and said, hey, we're just giving you a verbal warning. Yeah, you're not supposed to be towing stuff like that. I'm like, whatever. Just, well, what I've been doing now, I'll go over to a car that's valid, get really close so they can't see the color of the car. Snap, oh, okay, that's valid. I'm out of here. Hey, what they don't know, they can't see me on camera for that far. Well, guys, you have a good evening. How you doing?
Not too good today.
I don't like hearing that. All-wheel drive. I've had one of these before. Traded it in for a Buick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I bought that brand new 2012. First time I ever had any problem with it.
Yeah, I won't be going back to Kia anytime soon.
Yeah. Same here.
They're just not. And, you know, even if you want to try to get your like a recall claim on it, you have to continuously drive it and bring it up to the dealership back and forth until they'll honor it. Otherwise, you know, I mean, at some point the car's going to die.
Yeah.
These things, the engines, they know what they did with them. They just didn't make the oil ports big enough for the oil to get up to the top. So now the engine seizes up, and you know, now you're done.
That there sounds like, I don't know if it's got that fuel injector sound. I don't know if it's got one bad or
Right, yeah.
It's what it does. You can be driving down the road about 55, and then it goes what I call retarded mode.
Yeah, limp mode.
Yeah, it goes right down to like 44 to 40.
Yeah.
Speed.
I mean, that could literally be anything, really, but you'll know when you have engine failure, because then the whole thing will just stop running.
Oh, yeah. Hell, I ain't no mechanic, so,
I used to be, but COVID kind of ruined that for all of us. So when that happened, no business came in.
yeah.
I had to do this, so. And I really didn't think I was going to stay with this for very long, and I've been doing this now 8 years. Heck, I really enjoy the crap out of it. So. I'll grab that here in a minute now. I have to make sure that that's engaged, otherwise the car, everything will go backwards, because when we pull them out like that, that whole thing's in free spool. So if you pop them in neutral before we get in, it's more of a hazard, really, because then then the whole car will, if you're up on a hill, the whole car will go flying backwards, and it will pull every bit of that cable out. And I'm not stopping your car because you know, you can't catch something that's like 2 tons or more.
That's right. You can start trying to drive this.
That's all
I'll
right.
drive without you.
Yeah, the less damage we do to it, the better, really. We can become liable for some of those type of things. If we start them and they got like major engine failure, I won't try to run it.
She said it just keeps going up and down, up and down.
Oh, the RPMs?
Yeah, well, the engine slowed down and then it speed back up.
Huh.
So I don't know if it's oil injected.
Well, even the check engine light's flashing. Yeah, I'm sure you can probably see right where I came from. Middletown, Ohio. I live down there, but my service area is up here. And whenever they need me down south, then I cover also Butler County and Warren County areas.
I told my wife, she said, I wonder if they're coming out today. I said, they'll be there.
I'll be there. It took me just about an hour.
Yeah. I told her, I said,
Now, you're the first call. I literally logged in at 11 o'clock. And boss called me up and said, hey, I got one. It's all the way up in Springfield. It's like, it's fine. Whatever. I mean, I need the mileage, basically, because Warren County hasn't been busy in the past 2 weeks.
Is that how they pay you by mileage?
Yeah, they pay us by mileage. We're not hourly, so we make like 30% commission on everything that we run. So AAA gives us like a certain rate for the mileage, the hookup on a vehicle. If we have to spend even extra time, like say we're pulling out something and after that 15-minute mark or something like that, then we can claim extended service time, and they'll pay us $1 every minute that we're there. So I mean, you really got to. I mean, in this kind of job as a subcontractor, you got to pay attention to how you run the call. So if you're doing more, then you can get paid more. It just, it depends on how you close it out, because basically you're writing your own paycheck at that point. So if you don't close it out correctly, well, you're basically throwing money away that you could have earned. 1 second. Because I helped the last guy out with the Kia, and I've been learning these are pretty easy to read for the most part. Let's see if it will. I'll let that initiate real quick. See what the heck this thing has to say for its flashing lights. Yeah, she's a good truck. I had her for a few months now.
Nice looking for.
I try to keep it nice and wiped down and everything. I mean, you know, kind of the face of the company. You know, you want to set a higher bar. I mean, I had one of my guys contact me earlier this morning, and he's like, "Dude, check out your old truck that you used to have." I'm like, "Oh my God, what did they do to that thing?" It's like, dude, whoever had it destroyed the inside and the outside of it. He's like, "I am so embarrassed to even be in this because I know how much time you spent on it." It's like, yeah, when I first got into the company, I spent 48 hours, and now my thing will not. What is going on here? I cannot get into my screen. Why?
Been out there at Monty's Inn, ain't you?
I can't say if I know that place at all.
Out there on Hillcrest Avenue. Good place. It's where their Kia dealership, Hyundai dealerships all together right there.
Oh, okay.
And then heck, they sell, I don't know what all they sell there. Dodge, all kinds of crap.
Kind of like a multi-auto mall.
Yep.
Something like what they have down south, closer to Cincinnati in the suburbs, is the King's Auto Mall. If you've ever heard of them,
Yep.
I've dropped off quite a bit over there before.
Yeah, they got two places there. You'll drop this one off on Hillcrest. If you go on down the road on I can't think of the name of that road now, First Street. Then if you happen to get back on 70, go south. We got another big place right there.
Okay.
With all GM products there.
I mean, GM hasn't done too terrible either, but their newer stuff, it's not the same anymore either.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a 2016 Silverado that I really kind of like, and then I've been towing some of their newer stuff here lately, and they did away with that whole entire shifter, and now it's all push button.
Yep.
Well, if they die or something happens to them or whatnot, there's no neutral override for them.
You know what happened to me on that one there? That's a 2013 right there.
Still a decent year.
I went into, my wife needs something to work, so I took it into her, come back out, got my truck, started up, fired right up, put it in drive, the gear shift went all the way down. I said, oh my God.
Oh, that little plastic thing we see a lot of that too whenever we're called out, like, oh, the car will not go into neutral, or so they say, and then you get out there and you find that the whole shifter just flops around like a dead fish.
Yeah, you got that right.
There's a little plastic snap that goes down to the transmission for the selector arm, and those usually break right off.
The guy, I called AAA, and they sent a guy out with his rig, and he said, hey man, he said, I don't know where you got to go, but he said, if you ain't going real far, he said, I'll put this in gear for you. And you can drive it right out there. He said, the only thing is, it ain't going to go in no reverse, so make sure you want to keep going straight.
Right.
But you want to crawl underneath there and shift it up to reverse. I said, I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah, at least you hope not.
Oh, yeah. He's a pretty good guy.
Huh. Glow relay stuck on. I don't know what a glow relay is. Glow relay. P1326 is the code that it's reading for the engine. So something's stuck on. Glow relay. I've never heard of a glow relay. That's almost like that almost sounds like a diesel truck, really.
Yeah, it's not no diesel.
No, it's definitely not.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what the heck that would...
So is that be causing a problem there?
It might be, because it's the only code it's popping up for the engine. Now you've got anti-lock brake system faults. There's 3 of those codes. And something about the smart junction block. Let's see. Next one is ABS. Come on, read the codes. This is all completely Bluetooth, by the way. I can still walk away from this car. Let's see, CAN timeout, engine management system, CAN timeout, TCM, CAN signal error, ECM, check ECM. Okay. Transmission control module and engine control module seem to have a problem. Let me see what the other one is once it's done reading. Smart junction block. What do we have underneath that? Left headlamp low, beam circuit short to ground. Please refer to service manual for whatever code that is. That's a longest P code I've ever seen. But left headlamp low, beam circuit short to ground.
There's been all kinds of problems there.
Yeah, this is beginning to sound more electrical than an actual problem, but then there's a relay problem. So if the relay's tied into more than one thing, then it probably spiders out to everything else. That's probably why we're getting this first engine code where it said a glow relay stuck on. Which I'm curious to ask them that, what in the world that is. Now, we won't go clearing any codes because they're going to want to go in there and go and read everything. But that kind of gives you a little bit
idea.
Yeah, a little bit of an idea of what it could be. And
yeah, the damn thing really runs good too. It's
oh yeah, it's
real peppy.
Well, and that's the one thing I really liked about ours was it's just super peppy. It wasn't terrible on gas. It was. I mean, we spent thousands of miles with one of these, and I mean, we've been all over the country with one. It was a fantastic car. But then once we started hearing more and more about these engine recalls, we kind of checked in on ours, and we started reading into how do they honor that. It's like, well, you have to drive it, you have to bring it back, they check the oil, if it needs oil, they add it, then they just send you right back out again, and you keep doing this over and over and over again. I'm like, well, that's a waste of time and gas. Are they going to pay me all that fuel? Like, good God, I'm not doing that for free. I mean, granted that they're looking at it for free just due to a recall, but I don't have that kind of time frame. And I was like, I'm done, man, with the car. I'm not going to have a major engine failure and be stuck out somewhere or have my wife stuck somewhere. The heck with that. So, alrighty, well, I will get her dropped off then. Let me make sure it got, 1501 Hillcrest Avenue.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
You are so welcome. You take care of yourself. Thought I lost my gloves. And I'll just drive it down and much of a choice here because there's really nowhere for me to really get it backed up to. Oh, hold on. There's a space right there. That's what I get for not paying attention. Sure exactly what is wrong with this thing, because I mean, I tried scanning it, but I'm just not familiar with those codes. Come on. Hell with it. need to wash my straps. Might need to. Let's see. Key. Well, since these things have got nothing but problems, I'm kind of glad that I traded mine in for a different car a few years ago. I swear the warranty claims on these are just not what you want. That's a pain in the butt, having to drive back and forth between going from a dealership like this back home just for them to fill up the oil just ever so briefly and then drive it around again, then have to bring it back. No thank you. No thank you. Alright, over here to the service department and drop it off. Oh.
Do you do this? Do you independently, or are you with the company, or?
Yeah, we're with the company, and then AAA just hires
you
to take care of the calls that Fleet can't come out and get.
Oh yeah.
Because Fleet only works 25-mile radius, and they stay within like city limits, like downtown Dayton. The rest of us guys will take all the long stuff. Long tows. We can only go out of state so many times, and then they shut it down, and then we have to wait till the next month to take anything out of state. So, yeah, that usually kind of helps share it with all the rest of them.
You have to make like go for wrecks and shit like that too, or is it?
We do them.
Yeah.
Typically, like if you got full coverage insurance, we can just bill your insurance.
Yeah.
If not, then it's like $125 and $9 a mile for accident calls. Just, we have to, if we got to do a cleanup, sweep up stuff and oil dry and whatnot. We've got that on board as well. We do quite a bit. The company's from a little bit further north of here, on the outskirts of Bell Fountain.
Okay.
I live in Middletown, so I'm south.
Wow. Yeah,
I come up here whenever he needs help, and then my main territory is Butler and Warren County.
Okay.
But they haven't had anything for the past 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
So I said, I need work. I'm coming up here. Gotta have money.
Right.
I can't make a living just
Sitting around.
yeah, I don't like sitting around. I like to stay as busy as I can if at all possible. Yeah, guys like us, we sit still, we're not making nothing.
Stuff like that.
See, I haven't had too many accidents that we don't really get called for too much. I mean, they'd worry about that way up north.
Yeah.
Around my area, I just run AAA, but sometimes, like, if something doesn't fall under AAA's policy or whatnot, then...
Here and there, get it
Yeah,
in there,
well...
but not a continuous thing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, something like this, which I'll ignore that anyways. I mean, I need the call volume, but expired plates, AAA doesn't cover those. Literally. 12 to 25.
That's coming up.
Oh yeah, wait a minute. Whoa.
You're jumping a whole. You're jumping a whole month ahead.
I've had a really long week. Man, I'm losing my touch with my game face on. Jeez. Holy mackerel. But yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
I had to think.
Well, most of the plates that I've been seeing say 26 on them, so that's what my problem is. I got conditioned into looking at it, I guess.
No biggie.
Ignore me. I don't know what the hell I'm doing now. Oh, Lord.
That's what.
Yeah. Daddy's on different. That one's on two. Oh, that's on Saturday.
Yeah, the reason why AAA is focusing on expired plates is if something happens to the vehicle while it's loaded up there is no coverage.
Really?
Yeah, so they look at it as like, well, one, they have to be in an auto club, they have to abide by all of state laws. And if it's not legal to be on the road, then they can't.
I'll be dead.
It's considered like transport, but
Yeah.
but then again, yeah, if they look at it as there's no insurance. So
That's wild.
yeah.
That didn't take much.
I was like, okay. Why did you just stop? It's like normally they just roll. I'd suggest don't buy a newer truck or one of these. Those things, they have push button transmissions now. You can't put them in neutral. You gotta stick skates underneath and drag them.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it. I have a 16 Silverado. I mean, it still has the gear shifter on it, but I'll never, after that, yeah, I won't buy another truck, anything newer than that now. Oh yeah, it's like they're forcing you to go to the dealer.
Yeah. That's probably what they want. That's building for them, you know.
Well, yeah. Even like newer Hondas, Well, the older style, they used to have like a little access panel above the shifter. You just pry it up, stick a small head screwdriver, a pin, or something down in there, and you could pop it into neutral without the battery even being hooked up. I mean, I think those have the same thing too. If you find like a little access panel,
There's little squares on
yeah,
there.
it'll say like shift release override or something on there.
Yeah.
That's what those are. But a lot of the newer cars are doing away with it now.
Can't even do that.
Yeah, can't even do any of that. Yeah, it's freaking wild, but it's a pain in the ass. Oh, I'm just short.
You got no?
I've had dualies on this. Dualies and trailers. It's not that hard, really. I've been doing it 8 years, so once you put it into practice, it's like, all right, you can do just about anything at that point. That's the biggest thing, is just making sure they're completely secured.
Getting it secured on, you do pull wherever.
Oh yeah, I've had an excursion on this and a 32-footer trailer hanging on the back end of that. Well, I got an apparatus that attaches with bolts.
There, right?
Well,
It's like a gooseneck.
so you slide this apparatus over and you put your 2 bolts right there, and they're about as thick as, they're about as round as that. You just cinch it down, and you can change out the ball to whatever, and it's also got the Pendleton hook on there too. And I self-made plugs that go from this 4-pin round to one to a flat and one to a 7. So that way I've got lights connected up to the trailer if they still work.
Awesome.
So they don't make them anywhere. I had to hand make the pigtails to go from this to 7 and a flat. I'm like, I looked everywhere. I looked on etrailers.com, and I was like, all right, well, I just bought all the pieces. I spent probably about $100 worth of equipment, wiring, and then I just made it up. I stuck wire loom on it, taped it up, made it look really good.
Start making those and selling them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to wind up probably doing.
That, get your patent or something.
Yeah, I'm probably going to sell them for probably about $150.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I got to make something out of it.
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to start making those now. You know, just doing like a little side thing. You know, especially for tow trucks. Cause I searched for like at least 2 or 3 months. I can't find nothing that goes from.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, you can find pigtails, and they're usually like 4-pin, but they're like to a 7-pin. But it's the wrong end. It's not the. It's not the end that's like, you know,
it's like
connected
a
to the truck.
Trailer or the truck or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's what you'd find at the end of the trailer that goes into the truck. I'm like, that's not the end I want. I want the female end, not the male end.
You need to make those and sell them. Sure.
I need to.
You paid, right?
Yeah, you're good. Did you need a receipt?
Sure.
Let me go into my.
I'd like to have one of these flatbeds.
This is a $500,000 truck.
Is it really?
Just how she sits, with everything on it, and that bed is all brand new. Everything on this truck is brand new. It's only a 2023.
Really?
It had,
It looks like
when I got it, it had 18,000 miles on it. I just now have 42,000. I pack some miles. I hope he wants it here, because I don't see any access to inside, so I don't know. These trucks are cool because they're easier to maintain. That newer stuff is that's junk. Like I was telling that customer, I'm not buying a newer truck. I'm not gonna have to go through the same crap that everybody else does. Come on. Need to wash this bed. Problem is, it's hard to find a car wash that has a big enough bay to do that. Got enough space up here. I think I'm just gonna have to. Looks good. I'll just leave the key in there because I do not see a drop box anywhere. Not something I usually recommend, but this thing's not starting, so it's not like it's gonna go anywhere. I gotta be careful walking on this bed, all that coolant. Stuff gets slick. Yep, that's exactly what's going on right now.
Hi.
No, that should take care of everything for now. I do appreciate your assistance. You too. Bye-bye. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I see you got one flat and Lord only knows what else is wrong with it. All right, you have a key for this? Oh, really? This won't even let me put on location with this. And the other half of the call is also missing too, which they're trying to fix that, but they gave me an address of Hoke Road.
Yeah.
The Walmart that's out there. Okay. So let's see here. Basic. I think if I had that right. So yeah, you're covered for the first 5 miles. After that, it's like $5 a mile plus tax. It's $10.75 for the 2 miles that we're going over.
Okay.
Now, if you're paying that in cash, it's $10.75. On a credit card, it would be $11.07.
Do you guys have tap? How do I pay that?
No, we don't. We have to do all manual entry only.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, I don't have this device that does the whole tap to pay thing.
So do I call AAA? Pay that or?
No, it goes directly to us and our company. AAA doesn't get any of the like the fees or anything for over mileages or like immediate services and things like that. That goes directly to the driver servicing the vehicle,
Okay, so how do I pay that?
either by cash or card.
Right now?
Yeah. Yeah, I know they don't really explain much over the phone, but
6781.
okay. All right, so that's sent. Okay. Alrighty, and then are you just going to follow me over there? Because I don't believe Walmart's got a drop box anywhere that I'm aware of. And I mean, no location I've ever been to has ever had one, so I don't know where to leave this at.
So you can leave it in the center console or something.
In the center console?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I will definitely do that then. Was it just a flat tire? Was just okay. Perfect. Yeah. Alrighty. scratches, dents. Things to pay attention to. Associated just have to do with fuel costs. These trucks ain't cheap. This is a very expensive truck. So yeah, you have to charge. Why only half the call showed up, and now all of a sudden now it's all there. I'm thinking it's because we were ahead of the schedule on it. Alright. key. I'll take a picture of this real quick too. That way we can. Send her confirmation of dropping it. This one doesn't. Only has front wheel drive. Yeeks. And it sounds horrible. Golly. That is horrible. That is the worst sound I've ever heard a car make in my life.
The fucking front drive shaft is broken and slammed up into the tranny and on the exhaust and all that shit.
Jeez.
The Infiniti dealership just put a tranny in it.
Really?
Yeah.
What the heck? See ya. Wow. Just had a trans put in, and the drive shaft went all the way up and inside. Wow, I have never heard of such a thing. Holy mackerel. Wow. I guess it could be worse, but then again, this already sounds pretty bad. Wow. coming here to Infinity except for this freaking place, Caliber Collision, over here on Loop Road in Centerville. They're an absolute joke. They don't like any of Infinity's cars being dropped off here. Well, from what these people told me years ago, it's all part of their lot. So, they're not willing to share. They said, you know, if I ever have a problem with them, to tell them to kick rocks. So, just so anybody knows, if you're towing and you're dropping off behind Caliber Collision, watch out. Them people are nasty. I would definitely say if you're going to be out here, definitely record everything you're doing, including their reaction. They are not nice at all. I mean, as you can see, there's an Infinity sitting right there. So, I really don't see what their problem is. I really don't. So, just fair warning. Anyhow, we're gonna get this down. Keys are in the pocket. This thing sounds like crap. I don't understand how in the world that even happens. How does the drive shaft come right out of this thing? Okay. Grab the remote. Okay. All right. Take some photos and send this to the gentleman. And we got to make up a receipt, or not a receipt. What am I talking about? Receipt. Wow. No, we need to make up a Dropbox form. I think it should be on the other side over here. So. Make up this envelope and then we'll send confirmation and that's it. See, you got a fuzzy friend.
Yeah, I don't know how to open the hood.
Feels like it's already popped. I don't know.
Did you have to come from Cincinnati?
No, we're from up by Bell Fountain, Ohio.
Oh, you gotta go all the way.
Oh, that's the way AAA works now. It goes to whatever driver is next available. It doesn't matter how far away or close they are, unfortunately.
Yeah,
when that driver gets the call, it's not permitted for them to move it. So People unfortunately have to wait half an hour or more.
I've been waiting an hour and 15 minutes. So.
Yeah, well, their policy is they don't guarantee any promised times of arrival. You got your remote handy or close by?
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Come on.
You are just a gibbering, aren't you? You don't think it's a bad?
I don't know. I don't. We're not battery service. We just do jump starts only.
Oh.
Battery service is not available for this region of the area.
Huh. Oh, let's see if it will.
It acts like it wants to. I don't know if I've got a good enough connection on it or not. Turn off that light.
Oh, the music came on. Oh, there you go.
About darn time. Well, that battery is pretty old.
Yeah, when I talked to my husband, he says, we're just going to have to get a new battery.
The sticker on that says 2019. Yeah, that thing's... That is way too old. That thing needs to be replaced.
Can you see?
There we go. Yeah, see, 19. I can't even read the beginning of it because it's all gone, but that battery's probably had the best of its life.
Yeah.
It definitely needs to be swapped out for a newer one before it gets any colder.
Right.
I mean, you'll be able to get this home, but I can't guarantee if this is going to restart again.
Okay.
If he's mechanically inclined, he can take the battery out. If you got a secondary vehicle, just take that up to anywhere and have them swap it out.
Okay.
Yeah. You're so welcome.
I'm sorry you had to drive so long.
Here, you can sniff me. I'm not going to hurt you. I got dogs and cats and been around animals all my life. You're welcome. How's it going? He attempted plan A, so.
Yeah, no dice, so.
Yeah, that stuff hardly ever works.
Yeah, it's 8 years old, so I don't know how good it is, so.
Probably none.
It came with the car, so.
Gotcha. I'll let you toss that in, and then are the keys in there somewhere?
I've got the keys in that backpack, so.
Oh, is it still running then?
Yeah, it's still running.
Okay.
I don't know if you want it off or on, so.
No, I'm just gonna drive it up. Saves so much more time than lingering around out here. Luckily, your call came in right as soon as I got done eating dinner. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that lovely? They give you that, but not a spare. They always want extra when it comes to the spare tires. And if you want to go ahead and have a seat in my truck, and I'll worry about the rest of this. Okay. Yeah, you can just leave that right in the cup holder. That's fine. All right. Well, get this loaded up. Okay. Now, hazard stop key. You need to undo yourself. I don't know why my straps are messing up so damn bad. Good Lord. Oh, Jesus Christ. Semi-truck's got his freaking brights on. Tough shit, dude. I gotta see. You don't like my bright lights? That's too effing bad. I gotta be able to see what the hell I'm doing. Oh yeah, making sure we're not damaging a customer's car. Safe and sound now, off to the highway. But I swear to God, that fixed flat stuff don't work. key fob for you.
Thank you.
And that is practically it, really. It's always good to be simple sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's...
Anything or anything?
No signatures needed here.
Oh, man.
That's how easy it is.
Nice.
Other than the cleanup I gotta do.
Yeah, that's the,
That's all right. All that other stuff is all coolant from a BMW yesterday. The hose burst on it and overheated on them.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, so I just never got a chance to clean it up. It gets so cold at night, my hose freezes.
Yeah.
I literally have no time to really do it, and it doesn't warm up fast enough. By the time I get a call, I'm like, okay, gotta go.
Yep. Well, hey, appreciate it very much.
Not a problem.
And thank you so much for getting to me so quickly.
You gotta do that.
No, you're good. No.
Well, I appreciate you regardless.
The dispatch was so quick, and I was good to go. Thanks.
Try to be, yeah. I mean, I always try to tell my boss, like, hey, is there any way we can improve this? And
yeah,
you know, we're always finding new problems. Eventually, it's somewhere along the line. Now, I mean, slowly, AAA is improving. I will say that. But I know that most of this technology that they're using for like this auto dispatch stuff, it's going to take time to work out all the bugs. I mean, it's still kind of fresh. It's not even a year old yet.
Really? Well, it worked fine. So
yeah. Well, and using your phone as a GPS to know exactly the pinpoint.
Yeah.
That helps, because most of the time we'll get calls. Oh, I don't even know where I'm at. Okay, well, what platform do you have? Do you have iOS or do you have Android?
Yeah.
And usually there's a way to work it out and be like, okay, either if you have Android, because I'm working with Apple, I can have them just screenshot a close proximity of kind of right where they are, and maybe like an area or something, you know, maybe like a building or something, and maybe I can recognize it a little bit. Sure. Or I'll ask them, what mile marker are you at?
Yeah, that was my problem. So I just pulled up my map and I said, oh, there I am.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the secret behind the mile markers, they're actually closely associated with each exit number.
Yeah, I know. So,
and if you blow up on Google Maps, like you open it up and you expand it to where you zoom in close to an exit, the exit number will pop up on the screen eventually.
Yep.
So then you kind of know, okay, I'm between this exit and this exit.
Well, I've got them all memorized in that stretch anyway.
Right, so do I. Yeah, being down there, 675 around here can get kind of tricky, but it's been about 3 years since I've worked up this direction.
Okay.
So if I tend to remember it, I'll remember it. If not, I'll figure it out.
All right. Well, thanks again. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. You take care. Be safe out there.